Wexford FC Foundation are organising a charity match football for autism awareness and in support of the Autism Heroes and Cottage Autism Network in Wexford. Delighted to be joined by Aaron Morris from the Wexford FC Foundation and Stephen O'Keefe from Cottage Autism Network in Wexford. I suppose we'll start with yourself, Aaron, first. What a massive event that's coming up. Tell me a little bit about how this initially got started and how you're getting along with just a month away.
Yeah, thank you very much for having us on firstly. Danny from the Blue Moon Charity Foundation reached out to us a few months back looking to see if we want to get involved as a club and as a foundation, and immediately the second we saw the email come in, it's right up the street of what we want to do, supporting community foundations and charities such as Cottage Autism Network and Autism Heroes. They do great work around the southeast and we want to be able to support that. So we had recently, just before that, Cottage Autism Network had come on as a foundation partner for us, so a perfect match, as I said. And look, obviously we have connections and we have the ground in Ferrycarrig Park that we can utilise for this. That means we don't need to fork out to hire a venue. So more funds that we raise through ticket sales and through sponsorship can go directly to the charities involved.
Stephen, what an opening thing to get involved with when you just jump on with the foundation. You must have been delighted when you heard that this was coming down the line.
Well, definitely. Well, first when we worked with Aaron and Wexford FC, just in terms of talks about our Football for All camp that we ran, they welcomed us with open arms, and we can't thank them enough for anything that we ask of them. They give us a twofold back, so it's great to even have ourselves kind of attached to a club like Wexford FC. For us, it's more so kind of getting the charity's name out there in terms of getting that conversation going around autism, because there's so much that is running very well in society in general. There's so much more that can be done. We're blessed in Wexford with all of the different organisations that are there, and then say our partners, Autism Heroes, they're based in Carlow and Portage, and then even the great work being done in Waterford as well. So there's a lot of movement happening, and that's why it's great to be kind of getting involved in a big charity match like this, just to get that conversation going.
Yeah, because I was looking, obviously, the aims of your organisation to encourage accessibility and inclusion in the community, and I suppose nothing really screams that more than a match kind of bringing together heroes from past and present for everyone to kind of enjoy, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. So look, we'll have hopefully upwards of 2,500 people at the ground in Ferrycarrig Park, and that's 2,500 conversations that will be happening after that. There's we're, as an organisation, we're around over 20 years, founded in 2004. We're totally 100% volunteer-led organisation as well. All of us on the committee are all parents, so we can see firsthand kind of like the struggles that we as a family would have to go through. So ourselves as an organisation, we rely heavily on vital funds to be able to subsidise the activities we do, because there's a hidden cost to a disability in the family, and the financial barrier is one of those big ones. That's why ourselves as an organisation, we aim to subsidise all of our activities minimum 50%, and that's why the funds that will come from this event would be huge for us.
I suppose, Aaron, we mentioned as well Autism Heroes involved in this as well as one of the recipients for hopefully all the money that'll be coming in for it. Their aim, I was looking up, help autistic children and their families who face a lack of local supports. Again, a match like this, I suppose, kind of drives home that community aspect, doesn't it?
Yeah, it absolutely does. And Louise and the Autism Heroes group in Carlow and Laois do great work, similar to the guys in Wexford. So we're very pleased to have them on board, providing those supports to families right across the southeast. And that's important for us, that it's not just local based around Wexford town or Wexford county, that it's much bigger than that, right? So it's great to have them on board and help extend that out to the wider southeast.
I suppose usually with these sort of things you don't see a massive influx until probably closer to the time and everyone's kind of scrambling for tickets then, but what has the support been like so far since the initial announcement?
Phenomenal, both in ticket sales and in the wider community, just people coming on board to offer sponsorship, etc. Some great local businesses have come on to help us out. Ticket sales, so we have VIP tickets where you'll get to meet the players, so some big names there to get meet and greet with and have a little bit of food with them and stuff like that on the day. Those VIP tickets, the allocation for that, we very quickly sold out our initial allocation. We had to move and get a marquee put in, so we've opened up more spaces there, and they're very nearly sold out now. We've only the last few remaining there. And then general ticket sales as well have been quite strong. We're hoping to see those pick up now even more so over the next few weeks leading up to the game.
I suppose coming up to this, it was probably never a doubt in your mind that Wexford could pull off something like this, given, I suppose, the amazing community features they already have already with the walking football and the Down syndrome football as well. Like, it really just seems like a natural progression for the community element of Wexford to bring yourselves on board and for you to get involved, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. Say, like ourselves, we kind of ran like a summer soccer experience that kind of linked in with Wexford FC. Number of senior players that come along and present medals to our members as well. So it's that partnership there that we can't put a value on, that to be able to provide these spaces for the kids just to be themselves. And unfortunately, like we're working so much that we can with the community element, and this is definitely driving home what can happen, what impact can be there once somebody does allow us in their doors, basically, to allow to get involved in these activities. Ourselves, we have a big push on the community element there, that we have our own regulation station that we provide at community events, just to allow kind of festivals to be more welcoming for families, a space for when kids and teens become overwhelmed, that they can just relax for a little while, and it just allows the family unit themselves to be out in the community more. We're recently after purchasing a sensory van as well, that we will have at all the home matches in Wexford FC, have it in any other kind of community events that we can do as well. So just to allow, these are little barriers that families have day to day that we're just trying to break down, and we're always open for other suggestions as well, because we are led by the members of our organisation. We get great pride by seeing what other counties, what other organisations are doing as well, and we want to do more, and we can do more.
I know obviously you mentioned like the work that your charity has been doing dates all the way back to 2004. I feel like definitely in recent years, sports clubs in particular have taken a much more active approach to kind of, you know, offering supports for people with autism, especially in their own clubs, and trying to encourage kids to get involved that bit more who do have autism. Like, you know, for you, it's quite an exciting time, I suppose, to be involved in the background of this, and this match, I suppose, is only one part of a bigger story, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. But look, as you can see, like the Football for All scene is growing. As I mentioned earlier on, like we had the largest Football for All camp held in Ferrycarrig there this summer, so that is something that we want to set a precedent on what can be done. We do the same with the Goal Camps Works or GA, with 180 kids that take part in Goal Camps as well. So we want to set these high expectations of what other counties can do, and I'm glad that with the support of everyone in Wexford that we can do that, and there's so much more, as I say, that we can do itself. And for the next 20 years we have lots of big plans, so looking forward to it.
Aaron, we mentioned buying from support. I have to talk about the players that are going to be involved. It's a monumental list already, and I'm sure there's still more to come, but just listen out a couple of some of them that I was particularly struck by. Obviously Kevin Doyle, who's already involved with Wexford FC, but monumental name in Irish football. Lee Chin, of course, a former Wexford FC player himself back in the day. Shane Long from Tipperary, and I think more locally as well, kind of funny enough, Aaron Dobbs coming back to play, former Wexford FC captain. It kind of brings that local element a bit more into it. But the one I thought I was most surprised about was Stephen Elliott is going to be back out on the pitch as obviously the current men's team manager. Like a real array of people to get involved, and even on the manager's touchline as well. Yeah,
and it's been massive, the support from players. I'll mention Kylie Murphy as well, another Wexford player that's just coming back, and also like Steve Staunton and Ray Houghton, who are going to be leading up the manager. So unfortunately for Stephen, he has to go out and play. I think it'd be great to see him go out and play, and he's apparently by all accounts very active during training sessions and stuff as well, so it'd be no bother to him. We can't wait to see him out on the pitch.
It's obviously set up to be Wexford All-Stars against the All-Ireland All-Stars. A really nice way of doing it, and I suppose it kind of creates that little bit of rivalry as well going into the match.
Yes, yeah, and it's been difficult for me not to show my biases and make the Wexford team stronger, but yeah, the guys are keeping me balanced on that. So yeah, no, it's a massive list, and we've, you know, in people from the world of MMA and Paddy Houlihan, and boxers such as Gary O'Sullivan, and then obviously we've Olivia O'Toole as well come back, and then we've a lot of social media stars as well, so Adam and Cottle Kelly and Tig and Derry Fleming, to name a couple of duos there, but the list goes on and on. We've a lot more to announce over the next couple of weeks leading up to it, so we're very excited about that.
Even I saw Danny Earl, such a flash from the past,
Correct.
Like as well,
Yes,
like there's
yeah.
loads of them there. Where can people show their support? I know the match is on the 27th, kick off at 3, but where can people go and get tickets before that?
So wexfordfc.ie /match tickets, it'll be there clear on the homepage for you. Go in there, there's a full range of ticket options. There's adult tickets, under 16 tickets, and then there's the VIP ones as I spoke about. There's also family options as well. And it's more than just the game, so it's going to be a full family event. So we're going to have a family fun day as well on our academy pitch. So there'll be something there for everyone on the day.
I have to ask you predictions for who's going to win on the day. Who are you thinking? You're probably obviously biased on this, but Stephen, who do you think? Is it going to be the All Ireland All Stars or is it going to be the Wexford All Stars?
Well, in general, I think Autism will win on the day, but I would have to, because I'm a Waterford man myself, so I think I might go for All Ireland.
Perfect. Well, I presume you're obviously Wexford.
I'll go with the Wexford one.
You have to. You'll be out the job otherwise.
A 6-5 victory for Wexford.
Absolutely. Well, Aaron and Stephen, thank you so much for joining me. Best of luck with the rest of the month coming up to it. I'm sure you'll be flat out busy, but all the best to you.